Hello YouTube, this is the Dbtgamer Show, episode 175. Now a few months back I reviewed Streets of Rage 1 and it was a very good arcade beat 'em up. And today I'm going to review the sequel, Streets of Rage 2. So let's get started. Okay, that's my Nintendo Wii Up, so let's start this review. Now, Streets of Rage 2 is a very good arcade beat 'em up. It's one of my most favourite arcade beat 'em ups of all time, and this is definitely my favourite in the Streets of Rage trilogy. Streets of Rage 1 was pretty good. Streets of Rage 3 is probably the most difficult of the two, but Streets of Rage 2 is definitely my favourite Streets of Rage game out of the entire trilogy. This is the one I mostly play most of the time. It's the one I definitely enjoy the most. The story for the game. Well, the story for the game is pretty simple. After the events of Streets of Rage 1, Mr. X is killed and everything goes back to normal. But for some bizarre reason, another Mr. X arises to the crime throne. And this new Mr. X, he kidnaps one of the main characters from the previous game, Adam, who was my favourite character, so this has already pissed me off, because I really liked Adam as a character. And the Streets of Rage gang are very, very annoyed that their best friend Adam has been kidnapped, so they're going to go back to Mr. X's mansion and get Adam back. Along the way, obviously they'll kick ass and kill anybody who tries to get in their way. So the story for the game, it is pretty good. One moment. The mod for the game is also very good. It's 2 players or 1 player in any stage you like. The thing about this game is the optional screen. You can change the difficulty level. You got easy, normal, hard, and hardest. I've only ever beaten the game once on hardest. It is really, really difficult. You can even choose how many lives you start off the game with. The maximum is 5. You can even check the sound test. There's also dual mode, so you can fight your friends instead of just playing the normal 2-player mode. Let's look at the characters. There are 4 characters in this game. You've got Max, who's the big, powerful, wrestling sort of dude. His attacks are pretty much godlike. His technique's not too bad. His speed is absolutely terrible, so it's difficult for him to get out of tight spots sometimes. But his special moves are really, really powerful and really, really awesome. His jump's absolutely pathetic. It's almost not even worth him having one. His stamina's pretty good though, so he can take a lot of hits. Axel's pretty well balanced, and he's my second favourite character in the game. Blaze is the most balanced out of all the characters in the game. She's very, very well balanced, and she's my sister's favourite character. I like her because she shoots fireballs at people. Now for my favourite character, Skate. The reason why I like Skate so much, I think Skate watched too much Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when he was younger, because his special move is the corkscrew kick that Tommy does from the Power Rangers movie, and that's awesome. So I used to kind of like Power Rangers when I was a kid. Skate's probably one of the weakest characters in the game. He has very low power. His technique's not too bad. His speed's brilliant. His jump's brilliant. And his stamina's pretty bad as well. But the reason why I like him is because he's fast and the corkscrew kick. So I'm going to choose Skate. I may show off some of the characters as the Let's Play goes along, but we'll see how much time we have. Controls for the game. Controls for the game are very, very simple and easy to learn. B punches. I'm using the classic controller today. Y is he special. Every time you use your special move, it will drain your health if the special move hits an enemy. You've also got your special, if you hold forward, you can do your other special. That move there was the corkscrew kick. Oh yeah. A jumps, press A then B, you can do an attack. Or A, B, whilst not moving, you can do a standing kick. You can grab enemies which way walk up to them, then pull off several moves depending on where you are around them. The controls of the game are very, very good. One of the things I like about this game most is the large variety of moves. The music for the game is also very good. It's sort of got like a techno sort of style to it. I really, really like it. And the other thing I find funny about this game is that the characters' names, not the characters that you play as, but the actual names of the people you beat up. I was once playing for the game and I found a black guy called Brown. I'm not kidding, seriously, I found a black guy called Brown. I'm not so sure if that's racist, but some of the names for these bad guys can be quite funny. And a little bit thought-provoking at times. Oh yeah. Gameplay for the game. Well, the gameplay for the game, it's a side-scrolling beat 'em up, and it's very, very good. It's probably the best one out of the Street Fighter series, in my opinion. Good about this game. Well, the good about this game, the gameplay is great. As you feel about this game, with the items that you can pick up and use on your enemies, or use to replenish your health. Let's have a brief look at them for now. There's the apple, which restores a small amount of health. The chicken completely restores your health, so you must try and get these on bosses. 1-up, which gives you more lives. Cash bag gives you more money, more points. And the gold bars also gives you more points. If you manage to earn enough points, you can also gain extra lives. So there is a point to the point system. I can't see final weapon screen, but I'll talk about it anyway. Throughout the game, you do get several weapons. There's swords, lead pipes, knives, katanas, shurikens, all that good stuff. One moment. Sorry about that, I just knocked the camera for a moment there. Most of the items you will find in these little bins here. All you do is walk up to them and you press B to use them. Alright. Yeah, eat corkscrew kicks. And the games, the levels themselves. Throughout the game there's a variety of different locations. Sometimes you're on the streets, sometimes you're in the jungle, sometimes you're in buildings. You know, there's a nice variety of locations. And the other thing I really liked about this game are the bosses. Some of the bosses are really, really difficult and really annoying. But once you work out their attack patterns, you can sort of get better at them. But sometimes they do have some surprises for you. And the other thing about this game were special moves. I especially like Skate's corkscrew kick. The other thing I like about this game, all the different characters you got to play as. My favourite ones are probably Axel and Skate. You can even throw people. I'll just try and do that. Whoops. In this game, all the different weapons. Certain weapons can deal different amounts of damage depending on which one it is. Probably the strongest weapon in the game is definitely the katana. But you don't see that often, but it's definitely useful when you have it. If this game, all the different options you had, you can start off with more lives, you can change the difficulty settings. There's about 5 different, so there's a good range of challenge if you're bored of beating the game on an easy difficulty. It's just a really, really good beat 'em up. Alright, I'm going to get to a boss, you two, and show off one of them. After I show off a boss, I'm going to go to my complaints. Okay, you two, I managed to find a boss, so let's begin this fight. This boss is called Jack. He's a punk with a knife, basically. He's can be pretty tough and pretty annoying, so yeah. You can also ruin the game. You just tap the D-pad twice. You can run. Not all characters can run really fast, especially Max, but that's when you press B, you can do a special attack. Skate does a... One moment, I'll try and show it if he's going to stop throwing knives at me. Headbutt. There we go. Anyway, YouTube, that's all the gameplay I'm going to show you. Now, on to my complaints. Okay, now my complaints about Streets of Rage 2. I have 0 complaints. Streets of Rage 2 is pretty much perfect. It's one of the best beat-em-up games I've played of all time. I have very fond memories of this game from when I used to have a Mega Drive back in the old days. So this game is very, very good. So I give this game a rating of 4.5 out of 5. If you like beat-em-ups, you will love this game. It's definitely worth buying, definitely worth playing. It's really easy to get hold of these days. It's only 800 Wii points. It's available on several compilation discs. And it's also available on the Xbox Live Arcade. I think it's available on the PlayStation Network. And it's also available on the Wii Virtual Console. So it's very, very easy to get hold of. Do yourself a favour and play this game. My next review YouTube will be Donkey Kong Country 1 for the Super Nintendo and the Wii Virtual Console. But I haven't got time for it today. Until then, bye.